Somehow this feels like deja vu. Hey, alright, one sec before we... Thank you, your fiction plan free trial is over. Did you enjoy the content provided you? Alright. For sure. Okay, good. Alright, Bailey's. Always. Gala. Over. I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it, and to keep having fun is the mindset I will keep moving forward. Having someone you can connect with, especially within the same industry, is really something that I'm glad for. Hey! Hey, welcome, Officer Jory. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep, deja vu. What? Nothing. Everything is fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. Look back here. My camera. The wedding picture, the wedding invite. Oh. Hey, you know, the weather has kind of grown on me. Really? Yeah. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. What does it sound like to you? No idea. Just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Perfect. What would you like? Make me whatever I ordered a couple weeks ago. Yeah, give or take. You were promoting a new tea selection at the time. Good times. I remember it had an interesting color. I'll take whatever you gave me that day. A cup of anthocyanins for you, officer. What? What makes the drink blue? Oh, okay. Still tastes like grass. But my daughter told me this is really good for stress. Really? Are you stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Since my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Oh, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. It's a very forgiving drink taste-wise, and goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it's tasteless except for grassy notes when you drink it straight. Right on. Does this mean you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple of days since I was here. But I admit, a lot has happened. Oh? Patience, pal. We don't have all the players here to complete the story yet. Oh, is someone else coming? 2 more. Alright then. But what do you mean, complete the story? Well, like I said, there's been a lot going on. I can't recount the whole thing alone. I see. But you know, Manilia. For a while, this old man felt like he'd been living in a stagnant pool, when he thought he started out on a flowing stream. Don't take long for him to find out it wasn't a stream or even a pool. It was more like a mud puddle that was constantly being filled up with dirt year after year. And, well, no matter how much he tried to keep it clean, the puddle would always dry out before any of his attempts bear fruit, every single time. He'd end up stuck on the bottom with only occasional rainwater keeping his existence going. Right. However, after a bout of heavy rain, he discovered a small crack of hope. A thin line leading to another flowing water in the original direction he wanted. Know what I'm saying? I think so. Lucas is in the house, yo! Hey. What's up, what's up, what's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? All good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyway, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right, and I probably should explain, but first... Dear Manilia, may I put in an order? You may. Ah! I like a blue pea latte with super cool latte art on top. A cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. A masterpiece, eh? I like your confidence. Anyway, cheers. Nice. Thanks, Manilia. So, what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Rona's coming? Yep, she should be here soon. The last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh, why? Let's just say we've been busy cooking up stuff. This tisk. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule's probably not like everyone else's. But I hope you don't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about banshee biology. Doesn't she do late-night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes she does deliveries until early morning. Then never mind, kid. Forget everything I just said earlier. Whew. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Yeah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as the nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know? It happens. As long as you're aware of it, take a step back from time to time. Yep. So, were you staying up because of the new podcast you posted? Oh, yes. Have you watched it? What podcast? The link is in my T-Chill, Pops. That was a podcast? You've already seen it too? Oh, man, I'm stoked. I thought it was like a ghost hunt or something. With how dark everything was, lighting-wise. So it was too dark, huh? I'll keep that in mind. I admit what you call the ghost hunting segment was shot kind of spontaneously. But what do you think about the whole thing, Pops? You too, Manilia, tell me. Oh, I saw the post, but I haven't had a time to watch it yet. I'm sorry. Oh, well, don't be sorry. But go watch it when you have time, alright? Will do. Well, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't, I didn't watch it all the way to the end. Oh, okay. That's fair. Understandable. My daughter enjoyed watching the whole thing, though. Ah, that's so great to know. She told me Rachel was there, too. What gives? Rachel? Yeah, she was our first guest. Oh, so, did you film the episode right after you three talked about it the other day? Exactly. That's why it was so spontaneously done. But the whole thing is not all about ghost hunting, Pops. That was just the clickbait. The actual story is... I know, my daughter summarized it for me. You brought up the street. And the tree, too, didn't you? Exactly. Because it was part of our plan, right? Hmm? Welcome, Miss Rona. Hello. Lady, finally, you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. Yeah, you're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I would like a cup of mild coffee, sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So, what's really been happening with you two? The kid stayed up for days for something, apparently. Does that include you as well? Yes, but those are just my regular working hours. See? See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy. That's all. Jeez. Oh, by the way, thank you for telling me about the pie shop, miss. Somehow I didn't know it existed. Are you talking about Disco Pie? Yep. That place closes up at midnight. It follows the schedule of a pub adjacent to it. Now my daughter can get pie when I'm home late. I see. That's good. I swear, I'm not trying to point your regulars in the direction of your rival. Amelia. It's fine, it's fine. What rival? Maybe I should start selling food here. Did I miss something? I'm wondering too. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my teacher, we started a vlog/podcast thing. Right. My daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. I'm glad. So, what is this vlog/podcast thing really? Yes, please, clarify. I saw you had this walk-around session in the episode. I thought podcasts were supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Well, nowadays there's a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is still the most important part, though, and we did have the carpool podcast later in that episode. So, usually there'll be two versions of the same episode. The voice-only one on audio streaming platforms, and the full video posted on video streaming platforms. Ah, I see. Sounds difficult to create both at the same time. Must require a lot of planning, doesn't it? It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is. Thanks to my editing and interviewing skills, you can enjoy the action session and the voice-only version all the same. I see. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though, without Lady Rona giving us good information to make the episode work. Somehow her voice really resonates well in the mic. So it was a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. Our first episode got tons of views because of that. Really? That's great. But I wonder if that was cleared by her manager. Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. I can see why you two stayed up for days now. Sounds great, y'all. So, miss? Yes? Are you enjoying your new role as the show co-host? Well, it's interesting so far. And I'm learning a lot of new skills. So I'm eager to keep working on it. All the while, I keep looking for audition. And honing my craft. That's all I needed to know. So, what else is in the episode? Go watch it! Just kidding, it's okay. You can watch it whenever. I will, later after work. So, Mr. Lucas, you said this is part of your plan. And, officer, you said you need all players to be here to form a complete story. So what's with all that? Pops, if you please. Alright, I'll start. Anelia, do you remember what we talked about a couple days ago? Which part? I asked you and Gala which you preferred, wild rumors or bad press. Though you didn't answer. Ah, yes, I remember now. You said something about combining them, I think. Yep, and that's where I and Lady Rona came in. Oh? Pops was telling me about his meetup with the grieving vandals. So I know the whole story, and I get what they're going for. It's not that they want their friend to be remembered in a bad way. Yeah, they just want them to be remembered. Period. So, from talking with Pops, had an idea. An idea to turn their actions into a neighborhood legend. Urban legend. With their and the victim's family's permission, of course. The victim's family? When the officer asked me if I knew them, I was able to track them down. You did? That's great. How? We operate on a similar wavelength, which is the easiest way to explain it. It took a while, but I managed to reach them. See, that makes sense. So you're trying to turn their act of vandalism into urban legend? Exactly right. Urban legend usually starts with hearsay, created from half-truths, half-exaggeration, from each speaker to the next listener. Like a game of tag. Sometimes they can even be all lies. But most of them often serve as a cautionary tale. Yep. But the best thing about this one is it's all real. It really didn't take much for me to tweak it into a whole new story. Why did it need tweaking? To make it less clear, of course. Because you want everyone to get curious. If you explain everything all at once, there's no mystery for others to dig into. Once they're hooked on the premise, folks will try finding things out on their own. And in this case, because the tree already has an actual long history, those who dig for more information will surely fall down the rabbit hole. Other content creators who are into this stuff will lap it up. And they tend to be big. Then the rest is history. Their friend's memory will have a life of its own. Oh, I see what you mean. Did you have the story in yesterday's episode? Part of it. We're planning to discuss it further in a couple of episodes. Because you need to give the impression time to propagate, you know? Honestly, it was probably good enough. Because my daughter couldn't stop asking me more about it. She knows the story was based on my case. And she's been telling her friends at school about the video. Without letting them know it was my case, of course. That would be bad. Sounds very promising, though. You're telling me. That's great. Send our thanks to your daughter, Pops. What? This is all very different, but a somewhat exciting experience. How do you know this will all work out as intended? We don't. It's not that easy to influence that many heads, you know. But you were so confident. Because we'll never know the outcome of anything unless we try. That's true. Well, congrats on taking a step into a new direction, kiddos. Who knows? Maybe someday, soon, I'll join in on that. You want to become an influencer too, Pops? Could you imagine? Nah, I meant taking a step into a new direction. How about Jory Williams, private investigator sound? Wow, really? For real? Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I? Who really knows at this point? I mean, I think it fits you well. Thanks for the vote of confidence, miss. I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. Oh, you can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Yeah, let's just go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. Oh, you're right. Okay, if you're fine with it. But before we go, I want to give a final test to to Manilia. Test? Yeah. To be honest, I'm very impressed with your coffee shop. One of the best I've ever been in. And I see your regulars are loyal as well. So I went to send you a luxurious Lucas-approved 5-star plaque. Oh, my. So that's real, huh? What's that? Nothing. Does it mean this coffee shop will be part of the hottest gang now? Only if you pass this one test. Make me a custom order based precisely on my preferences. Could you tell me a bit more? After all, the relationship between a shop and its patrons is based on a deep familiarity. So I just want you to make a drink based on what you know about me. Can't really drink coffee anymore, but I still need the caffeine. Right. I like really sweet things. And sometimes I forget to eat, so I'll need something rich to soften up the drink. What special drink would satisfy all that? Five stars. Here you go, sir. Whoa! That looks nice, kid. What do you call this? Since it's made for your approval. 5 stars. How's that sound? With the quotation marks and everything? Perfection. Truly a service worthy of Lucas's 5 stars. Cheers. Wow, that's hot. Jeez. You didn't have to drink it all at once. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too, you two. Bye, Manilia. See you again soon. Bye-bye. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. I have to go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Hello, Manilia. How are you? Freya. Hey, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer. Long time no see. I heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much. But I've been somewhere. I'm glad to see you here, Freya. Hey. Well, as much as I like to stay and chat, duty calls. Aw, that sucks. I missed you. Well, see you later then, Jory. Yeah. But don't forget to tell Manilia the truth, okay? Later, Manilia. I will. Let me move over there. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend, Manilia, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So, what makes you return sooner than expected? Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Hey, do you remember my very first order ever? Espresso. Yep, you have a good memory. The first time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso is one of the best coffees I've ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Here you go, Freya. A cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great! Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So, mind telling me why Officer Jory said what he said? Which part? Something about telling me the truth? Ah. Well, about that. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. What? I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy set the application form like last month, not really expecting anything. But we got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. Not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long is it going to be? I don't know. Probably a few months? But I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Manilia. Are you sad? Nope. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. Aw. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it. Everything. Alright. So, it started around 2 weeks ago. Aqua's working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. They're a good team. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolia Steppe. Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread around all of Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms, to Hyde's obvious displeasure and secret joy. Lua and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole other function when the time is right. The Nikuchel x Arima collaboration was a success as a new single was released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. In spite of its impromptu nature, their first podcast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance, boosting the views. Lucas's team joined the production a few episodes later, and they're thinking about eventually covering some of their home stories. Word of mouth spread the story of the accident, resulting in a combination of history and urban legend. A petition then was created to memorialize the site, which was successfully included in the area renewal process. Hello? I hope you enjoy this small offering of ours. Don't worry, it's on the house. We'll be open all night, so feel free to stay a while. As long as you'd like. Until you feel you're ready to leave. You now have seen the big picture, however, some finer points remain to be seen.